Welcome to the morning feed. Today we have on the screen David Bailey. David Bailey, take a really good look at his face. You need to make sure that you keep an eye out for him, whether you're in Indiana or not. But if you are in Indiana especially, he could be anywhere in the state or he could be out of the state. David Bailey on August the 6th did not show up for his trial, in which he was accused and charged of assaulting a teen. Between the years of 2019 and 2021 is when the incidents were reported to have happened. Now, he waited to go to trial for a very long year, over a year actually. We'll get into that in just a second. But I just want to make sure that you see his face, because if you happen to see him, he likes to rent places and not pay his rent. So maybe that's one thing that people can look out for if you do manage rentals and you happen to come in contact with this guy looking for a place to stay. Or maybe if you know of somebody that's helping him out, you can possibly help get this person back into custody and where he needs to be. So this is happening in Johnson County, Indiana. Bailey is an Indiana resident from the Greenwood area. He failed to appear, like I said, at his trial, where he was accused and charged of assaulting a minor. After he was accused, he posted bond around February of 2023. He posted bond to get out. A $6,000 bond is what he was issued, and he chose to take his case to trial, and he was granted the use of a public defender who asked the court for multiple delays. There was more time, multiple delays, many requests by the defense. This trial was rescheduled many, many times. We'll link the article to our website where we have this posted, and you can scroll all the way down to the bottom and see the actual timeline of how many continuances there were. The final trial date ended up being scheduled for August 6th, 2024, this year. So, like I said, well over a year after his original charges. There was pre-trial discussions and motions hearings. There was a motion in limine to go over, and then hearings that were supposed to take place in July, and they did. During one of those motions hearings in July, after the pre-trial hearing, before the trial, though, they were supposed to be going over the motions in limine, and David did not appear in court. That was July 30th, I believe. His legal counsel appeared, but Bailey did not. So the court requested that a warrant be issued right then for his arrest with no bond, and by the first day of trial on August the 6th, Bailey was still not present in court. The trial continued in his absence, and the jury found him guilty in less than 40 minutes. Sentencing is scheduled for September the 6th, 2024. Bailey is facing up to 12 years in prison. So here's how you can help. You can share his face. You can share any flyers that you see. You can share any accurate media reports that you see about him being wanted. You can also, if you happen to see David Bailey, call 911 or call local law enforcement in your area to report the location of his whereabouts. Don't even bother calling Johnson County in a situation like that. Just call your local authorities or 911 and let them know the location where you saw him. They'll go and get him and pass that information on. If you happen to have information that could assist law enforcement in finding him, then contact Johnson County, the Johnson County Sheriff's Office at 317-346-4654. They would be the ones that could best utilize that information if handed over to them. If you happen to have information that could perhaps help him fight, even if you happen to distantly know David Bailey and know of somewhere or someone that may help him, or any kind of random information like that, could very much help law enforcement. So, again, if you see him, call 911 or local law enforcement. If you have information, call Johnson County. Again, sentencing is scheduled for September the 6th. We'll continue to follow up on this. Hopefully he's located before then. But share his face, share flyers, share media reports, and anybody who is sharing this story, make sure that you support, give them a like, give them a share, just anything that helps keep this story out there. The minor individual who came forward to report this is a very brave individual for doing this. And in situations like this one, it is far too often that it does not get reported. So let's all help out the victim who was brave enough to come forward and try to get her abuser behind bars where he belongs.